Hello guys, welcome back to Mornings with Granny. Happy Veterans Day to those who are serving and those who served. Thank you so much. I wanted to show you some mail I received. This is from Kathy. Kathy's in California. She made this cute little magnet. Kathy's been with me a long time. And then this beautiful card came from Shirley, and Shirley is in Ohio. Thank you. How many of you guys are in the path of the storm? We received a little bit of rain last night. Power went off for about 2.5 hours, not bad. And actually, it was at bedtime when it went off. It went off about, I think it was about 9 and came back on about 11:30, something like that. And we're supposed to receive, they said, heavy rain today. So far today, it's been windy, about 13, 14 miles an hour, so not bad, and just kind of drizzling. But that's all. So hopefully it won't be too bad here. I went to carry some things to the thrift store yesterday. And you know me, I'm still cleaning out. I told you I wanted to get rid of 2,000 things. I'm right at 1,500 now. So I took some more stuff yesterday, but of course I stopped and looked at the books. I'm going to look at books. And I found this book called 7, and it looked interesting. I paid a whole 17 cents for it. It's by Jen Hatmaker, and I did check. Thrift Books does have it, and they offer free shipping for over $15. I like Thrift Books. They're not sponsoring me or anything, but if I can't find a book, I go to Thrift Books and I can add it to a wish list, and they let me know when it comes in if they don't have it. But I really like them. I've never had any problems with them. But anyway, she said what got her started writing this book was they were taking in refugees from Hurricane Ike. And she said one of the kids walked in her house and said, "This dude's rich." And she said, "I didn't think of myself as being rich." But she said, when I thought about it, thinking about other countries and stuff, she said, we are rich. And I checked yesterday, and there's about 3 billion people in the world that make less than $2 a day. 1/3 of those make less than $1 a day. Could you imagine trying to feed your family on $1 or $2 a day? So yes, we're rich compared to them. So she said she thought that she would do an experiment. 7 months, I'd identify 7 areas of excess and make 7 simple choices to fight back against modern day diseases of greed, materialism, and overindulgence. She chose food, clothes, spending, media, possessions, waste, and stress. Now, I wouldn't have any problem with clothes. I can pick out 7 items. Now, she didn't count underwear. 7 items, that's fine. Spending, she picked 7 stores to spend at, and that's the only place they could spend. Media, I'd probably have a little problem with that because I would miss my TV and my YouTube. But she picked 7 things to not do for 30 days. And that meant Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. Possessions, they chose to give 7 items a day away for 30 days. I don't have a problem with that. Waste, she chose to cut back on throwing excess food and stuff away, to compost and be more careful, in other words. And stress, she chose to pray 7 times a day. Now food, she chose, let's see what she chose. Because that's what got me thinking. If I had to eat 7 foods for 30 days, what would I eat? And the only thing her and her friends allowed themselves was salt, pepper, and olive oil. So if that's the only thing you had, what would you choose to eat? No, you can't pick pizzas and stuff like that. I want you to pick, as my friend used to say, food. Every time we talk about whole food or real food, she would call it food. So this is what she chose. She chose chicken, eggs, whole wheat bread, sweet potatoes, spinach, avocados, and apples. Can't have any coffee or anything but water. So I got to thinking, I thought, what would I choose if I could only eat those foods for 30 days? I mean, you're going to get tired of them, I know that, but think of all the people that eat rice every day. And some of them don't have but one meal a day, and it's rice. So a lot of people would say beans and rice, that would be two. I don't want to eat beans and rice every day for 30 days. I think it would be more boring than the foods that I picked. I'm going to tell you what I picked, and then down in the comments below, I want you to tell me if you had to eat 7 foods for 30 days, not processed foods. I mean, meat's minimally processed because they had to kill the animal. But if you had to pick 7 foods for 30 days, and that's all you could eat, and only had salt, pepper, olive oil, what would you choose? Here's what I would choose. Bone-in chicken. And I say bone-in because I could make stock and bone broth, which means I could have soup. I would pick carrots. Again, carrots are a good side dish. They are a good snack on. You can add them to soup. I would pick kale because I was trying to think of what green I would want. Kale. Kale's good. Just stir-fried in olive oil. You can make kale chips. You could add it to soup. It's a great side dish. Eggs. Eggs for breakfast, eggs for snack, because you could use hard-boiled eggs. I think I would want sweet potatoes instead of regular potatoes. Sweet potatoes, you could mash them, you could bake them, you could roast them, you could put them in a soup if you wanted to. You can make fries out of them by baking them. You can make chips out of them by slicing them thin and baking them. Sweet potatoes. And I think to give me something sort of sweet to eat, I would want apples and bananas. And they're also good breakfast foods and snack foods. So, bone-in chicken, carrots, kale, eggs, sweet potatoes, apples, and bananas would be my 7. What would your 7 be? I'm curious. I want to know. If you had to eat these foods for 30 days and you could not eat anything else except these foods, you can eat all you want of them, but you can only eat these foods, what would you pick? One thing about having the chicken, too, I think you can make a stir fry with the chicken, carrots, and kale. I think that would be good. So, tell me, what would you pick? All right, guys. Y'all stay safe. You have a good weekend. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe. I don't know if I'll get another video up before I dog sit. I've got a dog sitting job coming up. And then I've got company coming in. I'll try to. All right. Stay safe. Take care. Don't forget to write down in the comments your 7 foods. Bye-bye for now.